What's up guys, and check it out! The new wave of Marvel Toybox figures have arrived, and first out the gate is Captain Marvel, as we all predicted in my Iron Man Toybox vid, and she comes with Goose and a swappable head too. What? Now let's take a closer look. Starting with the box front, we see all the accessories that she comes with, and man are the colors pretty. Here's one side with a really sweet glam shot, and the other sides which are just boring. And here's back with a Lego Jumbo and the other figure glams, and what? We got Wolverine and Far From Home Spidey? Now Wolverine here came out of left field, no one was expecting him. But if you guys remember, in my Iron Man Toy Box review, we actually saw Captain Marvel coming because of the silhouette and Spidey. Although I thought it was Pikachu, and you guys said Spidey. Looks like you guys win. I could have sworn it was Pikachu though. And we all guessed that this was Captain America, and looks like we were right because based on an Instagram post by Toy Shiz, someone found Captain America, and it looks like he's a 2-pack with Winter Soldier and the motorcycle, and he's in his stealth suit. What? I kind of would have wished that it was the scale suit from Endgame, but you know what? Stealth suit's cool too. But whatever. Let's go and open Captain Marvel. And there she is, guys. Captain Marvel and Goose the cat, and her head and tentacles. That looks kind of creepy, actually. But dudes, the colors look so poppy. So let's take a closer look. And starting with the head, we get a pretty cool cartoon rendition of Captain Marvel's mask. I'm digging it. And she's got some loopy-doopy hair here with lots of curves and waves, and it looks like it's got some kind of shiny glossy paint there, and it's pretty soft too, so you don't have to worry about poking yourself if you sat on her. And the paint's surprisingly clean overall for a toy box figure, except for the nose right there. And moving into the body, this is where the colors start popping, and man, am I digging the colors. This blue here that is molded in looks absolutely fantastic, and the red paint's not too bad either, and the gold is super clean and just looks great. Whew. And you gotta dig the sculpt on that star there. It looks superb. And moving in the back, the cool and pretty much clean paint continues. Little gold blobs right there, but you know, not complaining because I like the colors. And her arms are looking fantastic. Loving the gold and the blue, and then the everything that's awesome about them. Inside's pretty plain though. They didn't really paint much of it, although you know the colors are still good and pop. So, yeah. And the paint is clean overall, except for a little bit of bleed on her shoulder right there, as well as the other side. But overall, I dig it. Oh, and in case you're wondering, her fingers are actually semi-bendy, so you don't have to worry about snapping them. And moving on to her sash, they gave her a sash. It's actually pretty sweet looking. They got a little Captain Marvel logo right there, and then they got some nice gold paint, although there's some little, like, a shiny part of paint there. I don't know what happened. It's like they try to do touch-up because there was some hole there. I don't know, whatever's. And there's some gold going along the back, and overall it looks pretty nice. And then you got this right here, as you can see, it's nice and soft, so it's pretty cool. Oh, it doesn't hinder the movement too. What? And her thighs are blue. Dabu dee babu da, dabu dee dabu. Boots are not though. They have a nice coat of red though, and some gold on there, and the details are just whoo-wee, man. Loving it, loving it, loving it. And here's the bottom of the feet for you with the Lego fart. And moving into articulation. Her head rotates in a Soical land and has some pretty decent side to side and pretty good up and down. Her arm rotates as well and goes about 90 degrees up, and her elbow rotates and goes about 90 degrees up as well, and also has hand articulation that does the flappy doobie waist swivel. And her legs go that far forward and very far back, and as you saw earlier, she can do the splits and she is not hindered by her sash, which is pretty impressive. And she's got a rotating knee that bends, and she's got minimal ankle movement forward and back, but it does spin in a full cycle. And now for the accessories. She actually comes with a second head. What? And you actually just pop her head off just like a Marvel Legends or any other figure that has swappable heads, and then you pop it on and boom, there you go. She is maskless Captain Marvel, and this is actually a first for Toybox. This wave here with Wolverine and Captain Marvel, and then the Captain America also has a swappable head. That is a first, and that is impressive, and it is great, and I love the direction that they're going with. Oh, not win, what? Win, yeah, it's a win and with, hey. Now the only thing I want to note though is that when you put her head on here, this one, the red actually rubs off on the inside, and then some of the little skin tone paint rubs off on the head joint there, which is no big deal because it's covered by the head, but that just kind of shows that their paint quality is a little bit so make sure you don't rub the paint against anything because the outside will rub off as well. And she also comes with Gooby the cat here, and it's actually pretty cool looking, pretty nicely sculpted, pretty decently painted as well, no articulation whatsoever, but very soft and squishy, although the face expression is just like, oh! Now I know the hole here was supposed to hold the tentacles, which I'll show next, but it still looks kind of weird. Hey Goose, Toybox has swappable heads now. And you also get these tendrilicables, and they're pretty soft and bendy, and they're exactly what you expect from tentacles, except they have little tips here that are painted differently, so that's pretty cool, and it's just tentacles. It looks like spaghetti that's purple. And you just shove it into Goose's mouth like so, nothing really special, and there you go. Goose has tentacles coming out of the mouth, and it does rotate, so you can kind of change the direction if you want to, but yeah, overall, yeah, tentacles coming out of Goose's mouth. Terrifying. Ugh. And just for fun, let's see if she fits into the Spidey car. She does! Now let's go ahead and add Spider Dude here and send him on a joyride. When's the next Marvel movie? And now for some comparisons. Here she is next to her Marvel Legends counterparts. Here's some Hasbro Basic Doubles. And finally, here's her Toybox Super Friends. And here's a few more. Well guys, we finally got the new Marvel Toybox wave, and it seems to be quite the upgrade. Disney adding the swappable heads and improving the overall quality of the Toybox line makes me really excited to get the other figures in the wave. And get them I will, you can count on it. But I did snag some Rise of Skywalker toys, so I'll be reviewing those as well. But when I find the other Toybox figures, I will review those ASAP. Anywho dudes, thanks for joining me on another review, and let me know what you think of this Captain Marvel figure, and until the next video, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.